In this video we're gonna have a good time. In this video I'm going to rank the levels in the top 10 demon list on a tier list. Totally not a concept that is totally unoriginal and that has been done by so many people many times already. No, not at all. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Oh, and also a disclaimer, this tier list is subjective. I'm going to give my opinions. You're probably gonna disagree with me. I'm pretty sure that this is going to happen because some of these opinions are kind of unpopular for some reasons. But instead of grabbing your forks and start to attack me, let's just discuss in the comment section. Chill and have a good time. I mean, it's not a big deal if I have a different opinion than yours. It's not like I killed your mom or something. Anyways, enough yapping, let's start the video with Kocmoc, the level that is top 10 on the demon list. I remember the first time I found out about the demon list, the top 10 was Arcturus. Damn. Anyways, Kocmoc is a very good level. I mean, just deck-wise, I think it's the best looking one in the top 10. No, I don't think it. It is the best looking level in the top 10. I always liked this level ever since it got verified. And also fun fact, it got verified twice. It has this very detailed, almost realistic style that looks really sick. Similar to Age of Destiny and Emerald Realm. Especially with a sick black hole in the background. And the song. Such a good song. The intensity of the song and the level really match well together. I love Kocmoc's song. It's a big factor of why I like this level. And guess what? I found the original song of the level, because the song that the level uses is actually a remix of another song, which is the original. I found it while I got lost on YouTube trying to look it up, and here it is. I find this quite funny that after all these years, their song ended up being used in a Geometry Dash level. Are they aware of it? Who knows? Anyways, Kocmoc is a very good level, and yes, I know I said it was the best in terms of deco in the top 10, but it's actually not my favorite, and as I said earlier, this tier list is subjective, so I'm keeping it in a very good tier. And by the way, I'm not really gonna take into account the gameplay, since I literally don't have the skill to play any of the levels in the top 10, let alone in the demon list. Let alone an extreme demon. So I'm more going to judge the gameplay on how fun it is to watch, rather than how fun it is to play. And for Kocmoc's gameplay, well, we can clearly see it takes inspiration from Slaughterhouse, since it is a Slaughterhouse remake. And I think it's the best Slaughterhouse remake I've ever seen. But it's not like I know any Slaughterhouse remakes. The only Slaughterhouse remakes that I know are Kocmoc and a level called Happy House that is unrated. But this one also looks pretty cool. It's like a mashup between PoCubed and Slaughterhouse. PoCubed, that is. Sadly, out of the top 10 since a year ago. It was personally my favorite level on the demon list, and it still is, and will forever be. But it's not in the top 10 anymore, so I can't put it in best tier. I would, if it still was. Anyways, now let's talk about Sakupen Circles, the remake of the only possible level Sakupen Circles by Nick21, that people are now actually almost capable to beat. This is very likely to happen very soon, so expect to see a video with the title Unearth Sakupen Circles Verified pop up on your YouTube page soon, because this shit might become real. Anyways, Sakupen Circles is a nerfed version of the original level, and it looks so much better than it. And the drop, one of the coolest drops in the top 10 in my opinion. And yeah, that's Sakupen Circles. I think this level is very cool. I prefer Kocmoc though, so I'm not putting it in the same tier. It truly has this hardest Geometry Dash level vibe, with its intimidating atmosphere and the music to top it off. I mean, it was top 1 at some point, but it quickly got its spot taken away by Slaughterhouse, the coolest top 1 I've ever seen in Geometry Dash. Or so that's what I thought. The first time I watched Slaughterhouse, it was also one of my favorite levels in the top 10. I found it so cool. The atmosphere, the song, the gameplay that looks impossible. Like, you could tell that this was the hardest Geometry Dash level at the time. It truly manages to be intimidating and somewhat scary, I guess. I mean, just the name Slaughterhouse is pretty scary, but now I don't really feel the same about this level. Not that I hate it now, but the more I watched this level, the more I realized that the deco isn't actually that outstanding. It's not bad deco. I mean, it has some sick looking part like River's part, and then the part after that. But at the end of the day, it's just a red glow level. It's a cool level, but that's it. Something else I also want to say, it's that it is gonna be very weird when Slaughterhouse will be out of the top 10. This is very scary to think about, and I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that. Like, what is even the level that pushed Slaughterhouse this low on the list? Tunnel of Despair? Wait, wasn't this thing a top 20 just a year ago? How did it get that high? Okay, whatever. Well, Tunnel of Despair is a good level in my opinion. I like how it sinks in the beginning, this is very satisfying, and the song is also good. It's not the most memorable level in the top 10 though. I think the only thing that is the most memorable about this level is Zoink's reaction when he completed it.
I hacked Eternal Moment. I literally hacked the level. I'm not even lying, bro.
But apart from that, well, that's all there is to Tunnel of Despair. It goes in decent tier, in my opinion. I prefer Slaughterhouse and Sakupen Circles, because I think these levels are cooler, and plus they are more interesting, with both of them having their own histories, and just being more fun to watch. But if I have to say what's the most fun level in the top 10 demon list to watch, well, it would be without a doubt Kyouki. This level is just so cool. It is by far the coolest level in the top 10 and one of the coolest in the demon list. You have to know that this level was created by only one guy. Came out of nowhere and verified his own level himself, and it got placed at top 3 when it got rated. That's just sick, bro. That's just sick. The deco is very good. The level's a bit dark though, so it can be just a bit hard to see the deco very clearly. But at least it is not as dark as Slaughterhouse. I can't even see anything in Slaughterhouse. But the effects are just so cool, the sync, the song, and apparently this is the most fun level on the demon list, according to top players. So I think it is safe to say that this level goes into best tier. Well, we're getting to the top 5 now, starting with Abyss of Darkness. But I have one funny thing I'd like to show you beforehand. That's how the top 4 used to look like in the first half of 2023. And this is where these levels sit now. Absolute cinema. Anyways, Abyss of Darkness. Well, Abyss of Darkness is a cool level in my opinion. I prefer it over Tunnel of Despair. It's a pretty cool level to watch. My favorite section of the level being Grenade of Taiko's part. It's the part I think about whenever someone says Abyss of Darkness. And also the song. The deco is decent, and the music sync in the beginning is satisfying to watch as well. And I think I'm gonna put this level in cool tier, not in decent, because I just prefer this level over Tunnel of Despair, and I think it is of the same level as Slaughterhouse. I've heard that Abyss of Darkness had some controversies regarding its decoration and gameplay, and the next level we're going to talk about had the same kind of controversy, but it was a lot more extreme, to the point where everyone in the GD community agreed to hate on that level to this day. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about Avernus. And it may come as a surprise to some people, and I don't understand why would it even be the case, but maybe there are just things I don't understand about why people hate this level, I guess. But I like Avernus. In my opinion, the deco looks good, and the level is enjoyable to watch, and all those people that complain about its gameplay, I'm sure a lot of them can't even beat these demons, or at least the levels in the top 10. A lot of these people aren't even top players, I think, or maybe that's just what I think. Maybe these people are actually top players, and that's the reason why nobody wanted to be first victor of the level for a long period of time. But according to the few people who beat Avernus, they found it fun to play. Diamond, Trick and Pop-Off found the level fun to play. Okay, there's another dude, he's called Light, and he is very close to beat Avernus. I don't know his opinion on the level, but even then, how come everybody in the GD community had this level for its gameplay, if the majority of them can't even beat levels that are on the demon list? Top players only represent a small portion of the community. Source, trust me bro. And yes, I know the reason why so many people are shitting on this level is because of the invisible fixed hitboxes that are in it. And yes, I agree, that's not really cool to put invisible fixed hitboxes just to make levels harder. Like, really not cool. They should be illegal. I get how it can make a level annoying to play, but even then, it wouldn't make that much of a difference for most of you who are watching this video, because you don't even have the skill to play Avernus in the first place. And I repeat, the victors of the level said that it was fun to play, but maybe you don't hate the level because of the gameplay. Maybe you hate it for its deco, and to that I can understand. Deco is subjective after all, not everyone has the same opinion, it's tastes and colors. Personally, as I said, I like Avernus deco, I even prefer it over Tidal Wave's deco, but we'll talk about that level later. Some people say that it is lazy and inconsistent. Yeah, I don't know, I don't really see it. Probably just me, and it was said that Avernus was supposed to be a sequel to the Golden. Well, if that was the goal, well, it wasn't that well executed in my opinion. The Amethyst does this job way better than Avernus, if it is to aim to be a sequel to the Golden. Or an antagonist level as some say. I don't even know anymore. Anyways, after all this yapping, I think we're gonna end it here with Avernus, that I'm gonna place in the cool tier. because I just think this level is cool, and also because I find it better than Tunnel of Despair. Okay, what's the next level now? Silent Clubstep. Oh, Silent Clubstep. Well, Silent Clubstep, I don't really know with this level actually. Like, I have to admit, this level is greatly carried by its history. Like, really. But let's say you don't take that into account. Is this level still good? Well, kind of, I guess. I mean, some parts of this level are so iconic. The first jump, the first ship, the duel at 64%, the 8 jumps of hell, a part that literally gave birth to levels such as Final Destination, Final Fantasy, and Her Name Is, that are pretty cool. And finally the invisible cube maze at the end. All of these parts that make this level so cool actually, and that make it original, it's just a memorable level. It is so iconic. It'd be a crime to put it in decent tier. I'm putting it in cool tier. Acheron now. When I first found out about the demon list, this was the top 1 at the time. And you know what? It might not be the best top 1 this game has ever had, but as a level, I think it's pretty decent. The music is really cool, and the drop of the level is also one of the coolest drops in the top 10 in my opinion. And there's one thing I want to talk about real quick that is kinda funny. Zonk is the guy who verified this level, but as if it wasn't hard enough, he then verified a buffed version of this level, which was already the hardest in Geometry Dash at the time. This guy is just too good.
It's yellow! It's yellow! It's yellow! It's not yellow. Oh my god! I verified the golden.
Or should I say was. He's kinda washed now since he's trying to verify nullscapes. It's pretty painful to watch him struggle, honestly. Anyways, the thing is that if I put Acheron in decent tier, then that will mean that it is of the same level as Tunnel of Despair. But do I think so? Not really. But like, I mean, at the end of the day, Acheron is just Acheron. That one level Riot created that was top 1 for a time, and that has a sick music. But apart from that, this level isn't that much more memorable than that. I think it belongs in decent. Okay, so now we're going to talk about that level. And oh boy, do I have some stuffs to say about that level. Our current top 1, Tidal Wave. So, I'm not a fan of Tidal Wave, and I'm going to say why. Simply, the decoration. I don't find the decoration of Tidal Wave very good. There are some parts that do look good though, like at 48 to 54%. The design of the structures look cool in my opinion, and maybe also the sunset part at the end, but apart from that, the first time I watched this level, I was disappointed. It's not essentially the deco that made me feel that way, but it's especially because of the fact that it was going to be our next top 1. That's why I was disappointed. I didn't want the top 1 to be an ugly level. I think I just offended half the people watching this video just there. Sorry if it's offending you, or if it's making you rage, but in my opinion, Tidal Wave doesn't look good. I'm saying the terms, okay? Avernus looks better than Tidal Wave. I'm sorry if it hurts you to hear that, but this is just what I think. It's cool if you like Tidal Wave, I have no problem with that, but it seems like everyone in the GD community loves Tidal Wave, and that I'm the only one who doesn't. My main problem at the time was that this level was going to be the next top 1 of the game. And when I think about the hardest level of Geometry Dash, I think of a level that looks hard, like very hard. So hard that it can scare you, literally, like it's so intimidating. You can tell from just watching the level for the first time that it is the hardest level of Geometry Dash. Slaughterhouse made me feel that way, Bloodbath made me feel that way, heck, Sakupen Circles and Firework make me feel that way even though they weren't even actually top 1s. Except for Firework, which it was for 18 seconds apparently. But Tidal Wave? The first time I watched that level, it didn't really feel intimidating. If you showed me this level for the first time, without telling me that it was going to be the next top 1, I would have never thought it would be. So that's why it felt off to me, to know that it was going to be our next top 1. But, you know what? In retrospect, maybe it's a good thing that it is our top 1 now. The levels were top 1s for a while now, and I understand why the community started to become tired of them. I'm realizing it now, but Tidal Wave is actually so unique for a top 1. It's a beach-themed level, literally, and the music is actually so good. I really like Tidal Wave song, and over time, since song's verification, I started to like the level more. It's fun to watch, and as I said, the song is really good. But I'm not going to lie, it is starting to get a bit annoying because of the over amount of memes and jump scares there have been since the beginning of the year. Not only the song, but the level itself. Tell me, am I the only one who gets annoyed by Tidal Wave jump scares? Okay, sometimes it's funny, hahaha, Tidal Wave jump scare, but there are times when I unironically get annoyed when I get a Tidal Wave jump scare. And don't talk to me about congregation jump scares. Anyways, then there was also the Tidal Wave first Victor race between Trick and Pop-Off, which was really cool. I made a short about that, by the way, if you want to watch it. It got so many views, it is insane. And people thought, I think, or during that time, there was also the Tidal Wave drama. So my thought on that situation is that it was not that great, that the community was harassing Robtop, just rate a single level, but at the same time, I don't really understand why he didn't want to rate it. A simple rate was reasonable, in my opinion, and even if it wasn't going to be top 1, I think that the level deserved the rate. And it is rated now, so I guess that's cool, but yeah. Over time, I started to like Tidal Wave more, because when you think of it, it's a solo level. Not any solo level, it's one of the first solo levels of the creator. So huge GG's to Onilink, because Tidal Wave looks good for a first solo level. And this guy improved over time. One of his latest level, called the Gale Force, looks so much better than Tidal Wave. Like really, Onilink cooked with this level. It is really cool. The deco has significantly improved since Tidal Wave. But yeah, back to that level. As I said, over time, I started to like it more, and I think it is time to make peace with it. I changed my mind. I'm putting Tidal Wave in cool tier. Now actually I'm still not a fan. I don't know what's my problem with this level. Anyways, like and subscribe, that's it for this video. Go watch the last one I made, it's super interesting and it's the best video I've ever made in my opinion. Anyways, we'll see each other next time. That is to say in the next centuries. Anyways, bye.